Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Tariffs. Trump loses his appeal. How do we make money? This is how we make money. We're going to show you the trades to win, how to always win, how to always beat the market. We've got lots of stuff here to share with you. I've got a direct link to the White House press room. I bought big in the assets that can make money no matter what happens to tariffs. You saw me do it live. So let's break down all the facts, how you can win, always win. Look at that, 7 grand in one day. And we're just getting started. I've got all the information, all the tariff news, everything you need, brought all around the world, how to always win on this news. So start by tapping the like button. Start by tapping the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to tap the like button. I want everyone to share, like, take this to 100, scrub that, 200 likes live right now and click the share button, because I'm going to show you now all the inside tricks, how I beat the market, how we prepared for this, and I'm going to ask you to fact check me live on the show. I'm going to literally lay myself bare in front of you where you can reveal me and say I'm wrong or I'm right live on the show. Are you ready? Live phone-ins, you've got exactly 2.5 minutes to smash the like button, get 200 likes, click share, and I'm going to share everything with you. Until then, you have 2 minutes. Another great investor, my mate. Yes, you know who he is. Here he is, Mr. World Piano Man himself, Sir Elton John. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm still standing. You're still standing. We're about to go to $1 million. I'm loving it. 2 minutes from now, hit the like button. I'll be right back. Here we go.
Here we go with Elton John's I'm Still Standing.
Good afternoon, good evening, Sir Elton John, my mate who I did the top hat and tiara for many, many years ago when I was named the World Piano Man. Great to be here. Another great investor, by the way, Sir Elton John. So listen, folks, we're going to have some fun today. I had some information from the White House. It's all about friends. It's all about making connections in the right places. I share it all with you live. So before I give you all the news on Trump's tariffs, let's just celebrate. I made 8 grand in about 5 minutes. How did that happen? That's by staying in the market, always winning, always beating the market, and knowing when to buy. We always buy the bottom. We don't sell the top. We don't need to. We focus on winning the bottom. So before I bring you all the news and what's being said around the world and where we go next with XRP, where we go next with Google, where we go next with the Lucasades and the Discordians, I need you to do some work. Have you all tapped the like button? No, only 99 likes. Very, very lazy. Oh, we're there now. 100. Okay, has everyone subscribed? Thank you very much indeed. Okay. Let's start with this. First of all, very, very important. Everything we do here is live. I don't make videos. I make videos live during the show. All unedited, unscripted as it happens. So nothing is ever deleted or taken away. So I would first of all like you all to say and fact check me. This is important, right? Because we aim to be the most honest channel in the world. The first channel to 1 billion. And this year we'll get to 500,000. And just think about it. We were only at 100,000 4 months ago. That's how quick we are growing. We're doubling our rate of growth every month. So the first thing I will tell you, and this is important, did I tell you, which stock did I tell you was the best stock in the Mag 7, the most undervalued stock of the Mag 7 that would be least impacted by rates and tariffs? If you know the answer, I'm not going to tell you the answer. Say yes. If you joined me live on the live show for the last 4 years and live in Discord and live on the Electrum pages, have I been telling you what's the best stock in the Mag 7 to buy that's least affected by tariffs? I also told you there would be no rate cuts, 1 or 2 rate cuts this year, and that is it. I told you directly from the Bank of America that we're going to see XRP go to $5, not 100 or 1,000. All these things. If you saw and you heard me say that, say yes. If you saw me live on the show say to you, I'm going all in, I'm buying more XRP than anybody else here combined. If you remember me saying that, say yes. If you remember me saying XRP is the asset I'm going in, it's my favorite crypto and I bought in heavily, say yes. If you remember me telling you Google was the best play of the Mag 7, I sold all my S&P. I told you it's not the right time to be in the S&P. You want to go all in now on Google. If you remember me saying that, say yes. If all the information that I have given you on this show over the last 4 years has been truthful, factual, have I done it all live on the show? Say yes. Absolutely. Woo! What a day it's been. It's fantastic. Let me bring you all the facts, all the news. Light up the chat. Say yes or no. You can judge me. You can fact check me. We do everything live here. Say yes. All right. Okay, let me bring you the news one by one as we go through it. First of all, let's see how the news is being reported on Bloomberg, and we're going to break it all down for you, and then we're going to tell you exactly what we do next. Here we go.
As they possibly can. So why get into an area they really don't have to get into? And that, as you say, there's a lot of, it's going to be messy. And so I think that that's the way this court operates. They don't want to rule on something that they don't have to rule on. And here they did a ruling on tariffs, a week before the president is going to make his State of the Union address. That's why I didn't think it was going to come down today. We were talking about it in the newsroom and why would they do that? And then they're going to sit there. Is he going to say something about it? He probably will say something about it while they're sitting there. A lot of them will be sitting there. The chief always goes.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They'll be at the State of the Union. The chief always goes.
Now, of course, we're going to cover the State of the Union live. You won't want to miss it.
Elena Kagan goes, usually sort of Mayor goes. Alito hasn't gone since Barack Obama said something about Citizens United, and Alito was shaking his head back and forth. So he hasn't been there, but maybe he'll be there for this. I don't know. Justice Gorsuch has gone.
Okay, a lot of waffle. We'll move on from that. Bloomberg waffling. Let me see how the rest of the world reported it, and I'm going to break it all down, what it actually means for you in a second. So here we go. Another angle.
Is standing up to aggressive foreign trading partners. That's the way tariffs have been presented. Donald Trump pointed to China.
And while this is going on, my portfolio is exploding. Why is it exploding? How did I know?
For years, I'm going to do something
to share it with you
about it. And tariffs, that's what he's presented as this silver bullet. Hasn't been prepared to go through proper due process, to go via Congress, and that's where he has come unstuck in this regard. One of the things about tariffs, Emma, is there is much debate about their effectiveness. Of course, they are controversial because tariffs are paid by the importing companies. So the argument for those opposed has been, hang on a minute, you're imposing tariffs, but that will be paid by the American importer. The American importer will pass on that cost to the consumer. And bear in mind, Donald Trump came to power promising to bring down the cost of living. That has not necessarily been reflected, despite the fact that tariffs have been on the go for months, and despite the fact the United States has pulled in something around $100 billion in tariff revenue. The customer, the people who voted for Donald Trump, to give them a feel-good financial factor, they're not feeling the benefit. So that's bad for him, but this clearly is bad for him in terms of his political stature, a man who invested much in tariffs as a tool to enhance his standing as president. A significant blow for Donald Trump.
Indeed, we're just actually having a quick look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average there, seeing if there's any market move. As you say, James, it is a huge political pillar of President Trump's second term, and just wanting to see whether the market's moving. It's actually taking all in its stride, which is unusual to say the least.
Okay, let's come back to that. They're not saying too much, but why am I up? How am I up so much? What's going on? Well, let's break it all down. We're waiting for Donald Trump to go live from the White House. I I've already scheduled the event for the next hour and a half. He has delayed an event he was going to do earlier. He's put it back. I'm sure he's being advised to wait to see how the markets react. Well, if we look at the S&P today, this is really important. The S&P is hardly moving at all. It won't. Why would it? This is not good. This is uncertainty for the market. So how am I up so much? How have I made 9 grand in 5 minutes? Because you have to be in assets that are inflationary proof. So I made my money on the S&P 500. I bought Google with conviction, and I told you Google was the best play. And now, by God, it's made me 9 grand in the last 5 minutes. It's going to $450. It's been sleeping. It's the #1 AI play in the world. And you'll find out about that later on next week at the NVIDIA earnings. And of course, we'll be there. Now, I'll show you my position in case you're wondering, is Martyn making this stuff up? Of course, I'm not. Everything is live for you. There is Google exploding. I have got $250,000 of Google. It's 63% of my portfolio. But that's not it. Over on the Roth IRA, I'm doing the same thing. Roth IRA, this is my real money, my real shares. That is 56 grand of Google. There it is. Google is still down overall. I was buying on the way down. We bought the bottom. We didn't buy all the way at the bottom, of course. And now we're up 4% on Google in a day. This is going to run to $450. I talked to White House press room contacts. I've got my CEO friends, hedge fund managers, Wall Street managers. It's going to $450. If I didn't believe that, why would I go in with every penny in my Roth IRA, every penny in my main account, and every single piece of margin? I've spent every single piece of margin. No buying power left. That is called buying with conviction. I am that confident that my portfolio is going straight to $1 million. You will see it live on the show. We're already up 9 grand today. What a flipping day this is. All right, so I've got lots of news, lots of information. Has everyone tapped the like button? Have you all subscribed? Ideally, hope so. Be wonderful. Now then, we have an award-winning newsletter. It is number 2 in the bestsellers for financial newsletters. Sensei, the owner and the author of the newsletter, speaks to Michael Burry. He's literally talking to Michael Burry. We have the number 2 newsletter in the world. Here is the link if you want our newsletter. Let me give it to you right now. There is the link. Go and sign up. You'll have all the information that I have. It's not copy and paste. It's not AI generated. We do all our own work, all our own research, and I read from it when I need information from the newsletter. It's how I learn, and I'm up 10 grand now in 5 minutes. Look at that. 5 minutes. It's been 20 minutes now, half an hour. Okay. $10,000. Google is going to $450. I will say it until I'm blue in the face. Google is going to $450. Okay? Live, unedited, unscripted, never delete it. It's there. That's the newsletter. Now, do you want my trades? Do you want to know my trades? When I'm making trades, when I'm getting information, I share it all live with everybody. Yes, it's behind a paywall for a couple of bucks because it's premium services. You can't get Netflix for free. You can't get Amazon for free. You don't get my trades for free. However, I make it inexpensive as possible so everybody who wants to make money can get it. And you would have all known about all of my trades. You too would be smashing the market. So would you like my Discord trades? There is Discord. I'm now giving everybody 90% off. It's $2.99 with one-on-one support, no AI, live training, live events, 2 live events a day, all of my trades, and everything. Now, if you don't like Discord and you prefer YouTube, a YouTube Electrum member, you can upgrade at any point and go YouTube Electrum and get all my trades. We always win. We always get it done. We always go live. I'm still standing. Sir Elton John, World Piano Man. We're doing it. We're crushing it. Okay? So there is all my trades. Now, when you click on Discord, it is a premium service of the highest caliber. You have to be approved to enter. So what you do is you apply. If you get through, you then have a few hours to choose your membership. If we noticed at that point you're a scammer or whatever, we block you and ban you from the channel and you'll never be able to return. You have a couple of hours to choose your plan from $2.99. 25% now are on the Pro plan, which is $4.99. They get 2-stage events a day and my 24-hour trades at 3 o'clock in the morning. All of them, plus one-on-one support. If you want that, you can choose that option. It's entirely up to you. And I onboard you, and I will help you through it. I'll go live with you. At the end of this show, I'll be live with you. So there is Discord once again. There is Electrum once again. And there is our newsletter if you would like any of that. There's X and Instagram. And there is the All Links website, martynlucas.com//all links. Right. Now then, we are waiting for Trump to go live to get his reaction. He hasn't scheduled anything. I've scheduled what I think he's going to do from a little inside tip, but it hasn't yet scheduled publicly. So we're waiting for that. We'll keep our eye on it. So just stand by for that. I'm now going to bring you some more breaking news as it happens. I want to read this to you and why Google is the way to go. So this is what we've just got. A few seconds ago, it just came out, literally a few seconds ago. So the US Supreme Court on Friday ruled in a 6-3 decision to strike down President Donald Trump's tariffs. Now, you must understand, first of all, what businesses are least impacted by tariffs. So if they're oversold, why do you think Warren Buffett bought Google? Why do you think Cathie Wood? I don't like Cathie Wood. Why do you think they bought Google? Why do you think I bought Google? Because it was undervalued, oversold, the #1 AI play, and least affected by whichever way the tariffs go. It makes no flipping difference. So let me show you all the positions and I'll keep reading from the news. My overall portfolio is up $10,500 today. Absolutely wonderful. I could take profits, but I don't want to do that. Not at all. The S&P is up 0.64. Whoop-de-doo. I'm up 4.5%. Virgin Galactic, going nowhere at the moment. Palantir, too expensive, going nowhere. Gold, up slightly today. Well, up 0.86. I don't buy gold. I don't buy into fear. Amazon up 2.7. The S&P is showing some upward movement with Amazon, but that's not the way to go. Apple is up 0.82. Enphase Energy. This asset is my best call of the year. This one is going to $100. If you remember me telling you at $25 that this stock was going to go up to $100, say yes in the chat. I've covered the live earnings calls. I've read the balance sheets, the best balance sheet on the stock market. If you remember me saying that, say yes in the chat, please. Coca-Cola, I gave you an $80 price target. I told you it would top out at $80. New price targets into next year will be 96. Great year ahead. I bought back in with the profits I made. Now I can benefit from the dividends. If you remember me saying $80 is the price target of Coca-Cola live on the show in Discord and Electrum, say yes in the chat. Fact check me, verify me, please. J&J, I told you that J&J would go to $200 when Jim Cramer was telling you he wouldn't be in it because of the talcum powder litigation. And I said, it's a lie, it's nonsense. Jim Cramer still owns J&J. He said on CNBC he's got rid of it through the charity trust. He still holds it, and it went straight to $240. People said J&J is going bankrupt. If you remember me live on the show telling you that J&J was not going bankrupt, they'd set up a separate business to litigate the bankruptcy. They were not going bust, and I said it's going to $200. It was our best call of 2025. If I said that, say yes. If I told you my portfolio was going to $1 million, say yes. We're now up $10,700 now on the day. We are smashing the market because we bought an inflationary proof stock. Yes, I'm still standing. All right, Chevron oil going down. What does that mean? We had macro conditions. I said to you oil would spike on the basis of a potential war at the weekend in Iran. Why is oil going down? It looks like it's stepping back. Created chaos. It's the art of the deal. Create chaos. Markets go up. Markets go down. It allows those with the inside track to be able to buy the right assets. I shared it all with you live on the show. Tesla up today. I wouldn't buy it. McDonald's up today. I'd always buy McDonald's. I always would buy McDonald's. Google. There it is, the #1 AI play in the world, going to $450. I told you all about Google going to $450. I went all in with all my cash, all my margin. We are just getting started. This could be up 20% in a day. This could suddenly spike and it'll all be too late. People are already FOMOing in. They're chasing it. We are now about to hit $11,000. This will be the greatest day of my channel ever. Smash the like button. Come on. That's going to go to $11,000 any second. There it goes. $11,000. Now then, a few weeks ago, I bought the market on the way down and people laughed at me because I was at 312. 288 is now 295. I'm making it all back. I'm still standing. We're all still standing. It's not about profit today. It's about finding stocks that are oversold, that are inflationary proof, that are tariff proof. And when the market goes up, you will make 10 times the amount of money by buying on the way down. People often talk about, catch a falling knife. Don't do it. Dollar cost average, all this stuff is rubbish. You buy with conviction, and that's how you make money. Then we have Microsoft. Microsoft is too expensive. Meta Platforms. If you remember me live on the show telling you that Meta was going to $800, say yes in the chat. If I said it was going to $800, say yes in the chat, or no, you never said that. You're a bloody liar. You're trying to scam everybody. Please do verify me on the show. Nvidia, I told you Nvidia was a $200 stock. We have touched $200 several times. Next week on the earnings, when you find out Nvidia, and you will find out, Nvidia is spending lots of money with Google. Nvidia will go up. Google will go up. On the earnings, you will see it live. We'll cover it live. And I said to you, it's going to $200. Did I say Nvidia was going to $200 live on the show? Walmart. Now, Walmart is a staple, but it's also an AI play. But it's overbought today, so people have taken money from Walmart. Whenever they take money from Walmart, as it is an AI play, it goes straight every single time. If you understand it, it goes straight into Google. Every single time we have rotation from tech to Coca-Cola, from tech to Coca-Cola over and over again. But when you see tech going up and Coca-Cola going up, you know we're going to new all-time highs. And that's what you're seeing. Tilray Brands, how many times did I tell you on the show? It's a joke stock. We had it direct from Irwin Simon. I covered the earnings and told you Irwin Simon is infighting with his own board. They are selling the stock. I got a tip and I told you, now this is the most important tip of 4 years that I've ever been on the show. If you were watching me live, it was about a year and a half ago. I told you the exact price to the penny, to the minute, live on the show, what Tilray Brands would do on the announcement about the potential rescheduling. If you were watching my show live and you saw the post on social media, X, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord, and if you were watching live, do you remember it was a year and a half ago, I told you at exactly on the opening bell, exactly to the minute, exactly to the penny, what Tilray Brands would be. If you were there, if you were watching, if you remember, say yes. I also told you it's a ruse. Donald Trump is copying what Kamala Harris was saying. We want to reschedule this sector. I said they're not going to do it. It's not happening, but they want to get on the back of it. They want to catch the trend. That's what they did. And then I told you when they came out again and said they're going to do it, I said they're not. Wait for the balance sheet to change. Wait for legislation at the business, Tilray Brands in this case, to change. Not what Donald Trump was saying. I said it can go to $40 when we get all of that. If you remember me saying that, when we get a restructuring of the business, that's when it's going to $40. I would rather buy Tilray Brands at 20, knowing it's going to 40, than guess and gamble. If you remember me saying that and warning you all, please do not buy Tilray. It's a joke stock. It's a scam right now. You are not going to make any money. Remember that. If you remember me saying that, say yes. Robinhood. Now, Robinhood is a tech play. It's a fintech company. It's the best way to buy crypto because you can buy it tax-free in your Roth IRA. If you remember me telling you that Robinhood is a crypto play, this is going to $120 to $140. If you remember me saying that, say yes in the chat. I bought heavily into Robinhood. Why is it going up today? What's going on? Is crypto going up? Well, crypto's on a knife edge. Why would crypto go up if we're not going to get any rate cuts? If you remember me saying we're not going to get any rate cuts, say yes. We're not going to get rate cuts. 1 or 2 at most this year. That is it. So crypto is going sideways. Have we reached the bottom? No. I told you all that XRP would go to $1. I said Bitcoin would crash 50, 60% live on the show. And then I said I'd buy back more crypto than everybody else. People didn't like it, but it's happened. Rocket Lab, too expensive. It's not booming today. This can sell off and go to $30. It's too expensive. Plug Power is purely nothing more than Russian oligarchs' manipulation. I have all the data, all the evidence because they sponsor my show. They literally take a video and promote it with things they want me to say about Plug. When I revealed it, they stopped doing it. And since then, it's been going nowhere. Bitcoin, 67,000. It's having a little spike this morning. It's still down. I wouldn't buy it. It does nothing. It serves no purpose. This can go to 50,000, if not 30. But my price target is $50,000. Would I buy it? No, I wouldn't buy it. What would I buy in the crypto space? This one, XRP and Ethereum. Now, why are these two up and beating XRP? I'll tell you why. I speak directly with Bank of America. I speak directly with Robinhood. I speak to the people that are building the bloody exchange down the road in Dallas. And let me tell you what I know for a fact. We've now hit $11,000 in one day. Get in. There it is. Let me tell you. So first of all, Ethereum, I know 100%. Speak to Robinhood, speak to the brokerage. This is what the Robinhood network is built on. The Ethereum network. So what have I done? I've bought $40,000 of Ethereum. 100% committed, 100% conviction, 100%. This is doubling and tripling in price. Why? Because it's used on the network. Now, you might argue, well, there's no limited supply. Ethereum can keep producing. Yes, it can. But the way it produces is by how it burns. So I'm not concerned about the supply, a supply shock or devalue or any of that kind of stuff. I understand how it's being used. The brokerages being built down the road from me in Dallas is based on this system, and all the AI data centers are front running you. That was the moment I said to you, if you remember, live on the show, I said to everybody, I'm taking all my trades off air. And I said, we're putting Discord behind a paywall. That's what we're doing. We make Discord now private. I share my trades privately because it's too powerful and too valuable. We do not want to be front run. We do not want to be shorted. We do not want scammers, trolls, and bots picking up information. It's for our investor members. For people that feel $2.99 is worth investing to make this kind of money. So that's what we do. We made it private. We made our Discord server private because we know, I've spoken to them directly. You are being front run. They know your trades. They're looking at your social media. They understand the general trades. Now, for the very first time, we have seen, will Bitcoin go to zero, ranking number 1 for Bitcoin in Google Trends. Why is that? What does that mean? That means retail traders are scared and over leveraged and losing all their money. That's how they're driving the market. They know what you feel. They know what you think. They know what you understand. So because of all of that, I share all the information now on Discord for a couple of bucks a month with one-on-one support, live training, videos, content, every day, 2 live stage events, all my trades, everything. But we put it behind a paywall for $2.99, the cheapest, most inexpensive Discord server on Discord. We could charge $100 a month and get it. And I know that because recently I've just upgraded to a new tier to provide even more services with special guest speakers, and we have a $4.99 price, and within the first 3 weeks 25% have upgraded from the lower plan. People value our service and want it. So if you want Discord, there it is. It is now shut down. It's invitation only. We ban you straight away if you try to scam us. We got all kinds of security. 721 people are now on our server. 721 paid members. If you'd like to join, you have to go through an interview process. It's not perfect. People still try and scam us. It's okay. We know who you are. We block you and ban you, and you have to choose a plan within a couple of hours. It was originally 12. It's now 2 hours. If you've not chose a plan, you are kicked from the server. And if you reapply, you are banned from Discord permanently because we are a verified Discord server. We can ban people from Discord because we are across the board, because we are a verified server, and that gives us extra power like we have here on YouTube. Okay, now what other asset? XRP. Why XRP? Did I buy XRP? How much XRP did I buy? Well, I told you I was going to go all in with XRP. I told you I'm selling at the top, and I did, and I bought back on the way down, and I did. And I said to you, I'd own more XRP than most of you combined. This is my XRP position. I now have $62,000, $63,000 in XRP. I'm down on it at the moment. Am I bothered? Am I Eckers-like? It doesn't matter. I've already made. Now, those that don't understand, those that look at averages will go, Martyn's losing. He's down 10 grand. What an idiot. Not at all. I've made a fortune on XRP. So, would you please fact check me? If you saw on Discord and Electrum me buying XRP at $1.16 and selling at $1.50 several times. If you saw me do that, I made trades of 5 grand, 10 grand, all kinds of profits, and used that to buy Google on the way down. In the chat, please say yes. That's why it shows that I'm down today, because I sold the lower lots to buy Google on the way down. If you heard me say that, please say yes in the chat. Please fact check me and verify me. So am I bothered that I'm down $10,000? Of course I'm not. Of course I'm not. XRP is going to $5. It could happen this year. Am I bothered? Of course I'm not bothered. My overall crypto portfolio is now $103,000. It's a huge part of my portfolio. Am I scared by all of this? No. Am I leveraged? No. Do I use margin? Yes. But do I use leverage 10x, 50x, 100x? No. That's why I'm not getting margin called. And I share all of my margin experience and my lots, how to trade successfully. Crypto investors have no idea how to invest. They don't understand the lots. Thank you very much, everybody, for verifying what we're saying. It's important because we need to be fact-checked. We fact-check ourselves live on the show. So there's my positions. That's what I'm in. That's how I'm making money. Now, we could get some profit taking early doors here on Google and some profit taking on XRP. I have some lower lots, and let me show you what I mean. There's a little insight how to do our lot selling. You can do this. Remember, you can trade infinitely, 1 million times a day on crypto without pattern day trading limits. You can trade as many times as you want on the main stocks as well, if you don't mind being marked as pattern day trading. And it doesn't matter if you are, you just lose certain features which might not make any money to you, make any difference to you. But let me show you how to always win. And we have a video on this. If you go to Martyn Lucas Investor, type in margin call, or tax lots. I teach all this stuff. And I also show you all in all my trades on Electrum and in Discord. Okay, so I will onboard some people in Discord in a moment. So if you have gone to Discord and you've applied, and you've gone through the verification process, there's Discord, there is Electrum. I will onboard some of you in a moment. All right. Okay. So Google, if we go into trade, now what some people will do now, they would just go sell 10 shares of Google, I'm up, and you've just sold for a loss. You've just sold for a loss and you don't know your tax implication. You're giving the tax man money. You've no idea what you're doing. What you actually do is this. You go to sell and then you choose a limit order if I was going to sell, but I won't do that just yet. All right. I'm going to go into tax lots, selling tax lots. It might be called lots for you. And then you search from the bottom. Now what you see is these 3 lots at the bottom. You see what I've done there? I've selected part of, all of those lots. It's entirely up to you. Now, if I sold those 3 lots, I can do a market order or a limit order. I would always suggest a limit order so you don't get the bounce and you don't get the drop. Make sure you get the price that you want. I can make live right now on the show $400. Piece of cake, standing on my head, there's $400 of real world gains. And that would put $15,000 in my portfolio. Reduce my margin right down the bottom. This is my real money, my real shares shown to you live. That would put 15 grand in my portfolio. On top of the 15 grand, Robinhood would double that and give me another 15 grand, 30,000 of buying power. I could do that. If I think in a moment there's going to be a sell-off, and there could well be. There absolutely could well be a sell-off after all of this. The market needs to digest it. It wouldn't be a bad trade. However, I'm not sharing that with you now. I'm not sharing what I'm really thinking. That'll be shared on Discord at the appropriate time and Electrum at the appropriate time, unless I feel I need to do it live right now and there's not time to do it. But I don't feel like that, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do because we're not going to be front run and we're not going to be shorted. So I could, if I wanted to, sell those lots right there and now make $407. Wonderful. Now, some people will say, well, that's not very much. You risked nearly 15 grand to make $400. That's stupid. No, it's not. I bought nearly 300 grand of Google because it's going to $450. I'm going to make $1 million. I'm not bothered. I'm simply trimming to be able to buy on the way down. Because if I sell right now, not only do I put $409 in my pocket as profit, and no one ever loses by making money. That's why we always win, because we always take profits and we never sell for losses. If you use lot selling, if you didn't use lot selling, you are losing today. We're not losing. We're making money. It also gives me 15,000 plus 15,000, which gives me 30,000 of buying power to buy Google back lower. I can do it all over again and make even more money, and maybe we'll get a drop in the moment. But at the moment, with my contacts, with my information, verified facts, I am not getting that information. Why? Because Google is suppressed and it shouldn't be at $318. It should already be at $375, on the way to $450. So I don't really want to sell it and try and catch lower. I would rather be in here. Another reason is there's nothing worth buying otherwise. So if I sell it, what do? Just put $400 in my account? Nothing wrong with that. 15 grand plus 15 grand, 30,000 of buying power. Nothing wrong with that. Reduce my margin. Nothing wrong with that. However, at the end of the day, I see a much greater reward, and there really isn't anywhere to go and buy right now. So if I'm going to sell, where's the money going to go? Well, nowhere. Nowhere of real note at the moment. So what's the point in selling and creating an event, a tax event? Because $400 will cost me a little bit of money, like 40 odd bucks or whatever, no, $80, whatever it is in tax. And that's fine. But of course I won't pay tax because I'm borrowing money to do it. So I won't pay tax on my gain. So, I could sell it. But anyway, I won't be sharing that here on the show unless I thought it was about to happen, which I don't. So I'm not going to do that. So there's how tax lots work. Now then, I also want to debunk an XRP story. Many people, even on my own Discord server, even my Electrum Lucasades, a lot of people have got this story wrong. I'm going to share it with you right now in its very own video. So let me put this together for you. Is Donald Trump speaking yet? He's bound to speak shortly. He's bound to be annoyed. We're bound to get something dramatic today. So let me have a look. Home. He hasn't scheduled an event. I'm sure he doesn't want to. He's probably being advised not to, because you can imagine he could create chaos with his words today, and the market doesn't need that. And Donald Trump loves being able to say the markets are up. He won't want to ruin this little bit of momentum. So I've got nothing from Trump yet. When I get something, I'll bring it to you first. Okay. But right now, as of this moment, we don't have anything from Trump. So I'm going to come back to that. Okay. Let me quickly look on Discord and see if I've got any people. Yes. Now, people have sent me friend requests. Remember, do not send a friend request unless you are a member on YouTube. If you're not a member on YouTube, I will not accept it. You'll get blacklisted. Someone has just sent me a friend request on Discord. Let me have a quick look. Lots of people have requested to join our server. I will do that in a second. I'll come on to that in a moment. But there we go. Jordan Wolf has just sent me a friend request. He is a Lucasade member, not a pro, a Lucasade member. I can accept your friend request. And as long as you stay a member, you will have a friend request and you can communicate with my members. The moment you are not, you will be kicked from the server. Okay, very, very important. Lots of new people just joined. So what I'm going to do in the next few moments, I'm going to take a second before I come on to XRP. We've got a lot of people joining this morning, no surprise. So what I'm going to do very, very quickly, live on the show, these are the people that have just joined me. Now, some of these are real, some of these are scammers, some of these are trying to ruin things, okay? Bernardo, Big 97, Lee, Pickers, Chris Terry, Big Mirror, Lucy Jane, okay? These have just applied to be on our server. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to send you some information to verify you. Okay? If you get this information, you've been verified, you can then join the server. Right now, you have literally moments to choose your membership. We're cutting the time down because people mess around with us, all right? So what we do is I drop in a message. So Nardo, you have just received a message from me. There you go. Nardo, you've just been done. I want to make sure that everyone knows what's happening. Full transparency, folks. Big N7, I'm putting you through the interview process. You will now go through security and be checked. You have a few moments to choose your membership. If you don't, you will be removed and you can't do anything anyway. It's just an extra security measure. We're now looking at Lee's application. I'm processing your application, Lee. Okay. There we go, Lee. I'm now looking at Pickus interview. This is on Discord. If you're on Discord, I'm now onboarding people. You're going through a security interview. My moderators and admins check you. If you then get through, you have a few seconds or minutes really to choose your plan. Otherwise, you'll be removed. And if you applied before, you'll be marked and banned. And as we are verified on Discord as a discovery server, if we ban you, you get banned from other servers too. So be careful trying to circumvent our security. We'll now offer this to Big Mirror. Big Mirror, drop that down to you. We've got more people applying. Big Mirror, let me do that for you. We've got Lucy Jane. You're going through the process as well. Okay, Lucy Jane. Okay, and one more, D.H. Ruvok, I think it is. I never understand these names. I'm just Martyn Lucas, which is my real name. I've never understand why people don't use their real names, but I guess I live in my own little world. People often say that. That's fine. We all live in our crazy worlds. You want to see how Elton John lives. Right, okay, so that's now done. Everybody is done and now going through security processes. My admins and moderators are monitoring you, and you have a few moments to choose your service. We are watching closely for any suspicious activity. And if you've not chosen your membership in a few moments, you'll be kicked from the server. There's no point you sitting there because you can't do anything anyway. Right, let me come back then to XRP. This is important. So I'm going to turn this into a video by itself. Okay, so we're going to go to XRP. We're going to put this on the screen, and we're going to bring you some. Oh, thank you for your subscription, by the way. Should we take a moment just to do that? I'll tell you what I'll do. Before I do XRP, I've got some really important news, powerful news that will affect the market. What I'm going to do as we give these few members the chance to upgrade their systems, otherwise they'll be kicked from the server. You have just a few moments if you've just done that. If you're watching YouTube and come into Discord, you have a few moments to choose your membership. I'll see if anyone does it. If people don't, they will be kicked from the server. Okay, I'm just checking back and seeing where we are. Right, so before I do my XRP story, what was that? Okay, that's cool. Thought someone was trying to be silly buggers. They probably are, but we've already caught one that was trying to be an arse. Right, okay, so what we'll do now is I'm going to go to members only, and I'm going to answer all questions. Now, if you want to do a super chat, if you'd like your comment read out on the screen, if you want to say anything at all about anything at all, you can do a super chat for $1.99. It will put a message in there and it will read it out. So no one needs to get left behind. That's how open and transparent and honest we are. We even allow trolls to do that. I mean, think about it, right? You can leave a comment on the screen during my live show. You can call in to the show. You can be part of it, and we invite you to do so. All right, so we're going to go to members only. So now I can answer all questions. So if you've left me a comment or a question and I've missed it, please now repeat it. So first of all, Anubis, one of our members, said to me, your Coca-Cola call was spot on. Made a lot of money. Now following you all in on Google. Thanks again. You're very, very welcome. Remember, please don't follow my trades. Yes, I'm always winning. Yes, I've been right now for 2.5 years. My contacts are great. Yes, they are. I share it openly, but please don't follow me. I know what I know and you don't know what I know. And at the end of the day, you might not have the emotions to carry you through. So please don't follow me. If you do, I wish you the best of luck. JJ8Ball says, happy Friday. Have we got anybody with a comment or a question? If not, I will go straight into my XRP news. So are you ready? I'll just line it up. I'll give you a few seconds. I'm getting it all prepared. Lots of people have just come into Discord. I can see that. Lots of people coming into Discord. Hang on a minute. Let me refresh this. I've got my XRP story waiting to go. Just bear with me. I'm lining it up. Okay. It's all ready to go. Let me go back to Discord. There we go. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. It works. Our admins, our security are taking care of everything. So DH, this is our Discord server. We've got members going pro. There we go. There's one just joined, Lucasade Pro. That is Chris Terry. You've now got a holographic name. You can now attend 2 live one-on-one stage events a day after the opening bell and the closing bell. You will get all of my behind the scenes trades 24 hours a day with a great community, with training, with charts, you name it. Now, please, for your security, Chris Terry and DH, you are a standard Lucasade. I see you've already claimed your Luca badge. That's wonderful. Chris Terry, go and claim your Luca badge. That's important, so you can be verified on the server. This is how we find our admins of the future and our moderators. DH Ruck and Chris Terry, send me a friend request right now, because if you don't, someone pretending to be me will do it on my behalf and try to manipulate you. Send me a friend request and I will accept it. You may have already done so. No, you have not done it yet. What about Chris Terry? Has he done it yet? No, he hasn't done it yet. Send me a friend request. That way you will not be scammed and have some bloody idiot message you and go, I'm Martyn Lucas because I just want to be an idiot. All right? We don't want that. This is for investors. Right. I'll come back to that. Did I have a friend request from anybody? Yeah. I've got friend requests from the scammers. Okay? I've got friend requests from the idiot scammers who have come in just to join, just to create chaos, and we're not even going to give them any attention. We haven't got time for that. Let's get straight into XRP, our big story of the day. We're going to make a video on it right now. So let's break it down. Remember, guys, the bigger we get, the more idiots that we get who try to live off our backs. That's what happens. So we want to make certain that everybody is taken care of and not engaging with a lunatic. All right. Okay, let's get straight into our XRP story. So, are you ready? This will go out as its own video later on. Okay. Oh, we had more comments before I do that. There we go. Here we go. So who do we have? Hey, Martyn Subwoofer, UK investor. No, I have to answer questions because no one gets left behind. Hi, Martyn. You said the S&P 500 is overvalued. Is it just VU or the S&P 500? It's the same thing. Whether you buy VU, a SPY, whichever access. Remember, you can't buy the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is a rating agency. Standard & Poor's is a paid rating agency. No more, no less. So what you do is you track what they are tracking. And you do that by going through an ETF, VU or SPY. Even Warren Buffett does that. He likes VU and SPY. That's how you track the S&P. So it doesn't matter which ETF you buy or what price it is, and the price is all to do with the inception date when it was set up. But the growth is exactly the same. whichever ETF you buy or whatever access you have got to the S&P 500, it's 30 times earnings. Google is a much better buy. Now, Google is one stock of 505, not 500, by the way, but it's the best value and the one that I believe and I know is most likely to outperform the S&P, and why Warren Buffett bought it, why Cathie Wood bought it, and why I bought it. Okay, so that answers your question. Is the ETF VUSA, it's all the same. The whole S&P 500 is too expensive. Morning and glad you are away. Morning and glad you're away today, says it's Rob. It's time the people. Yes, indeed. Zion, Kimberly's waving. Chris, you make it. Question feedback from last night. Liz, he is not online more, I guess, Martin. He is not online more. I don't know who you mean, Liz. Who's not online? I make my own decisions and I really respect yours. Piccola Shita, thank you. Good luck to you. Maybe we will get a good pop in XRP. Well, I'm about to tell you why it will pop. Hey, Martin, I subscribed in Discord. Please accept my friend request. Okay, DC, I don't know who you are on Discord, of course. You've got different names, no idea. But all I can tell you is if you've gone through Discord, you've been accepted, you go through the security processes like everybody else, send me a friend request and we will upgrade you. All right? How much margin do you think is a good percentage to use? There's no right and wrong answer to that. It's how you navigate the market. There's not a right and wrong answer to that. Right. I've answered all comments and questions from the members. I'm now going to make it general subscribers, and I'm now going to do my XRP story. So here we go. Okay. Here we go. Everybody ready? Big XRP story coming out. Let's go into it right now. Okay. XRP news that you cannot afford to miss. Talking about this, the Deutsche Bank nonsense, utter nonsense, but it's good too. What's it all about? Are you ready for a full XRP special? Remember, XRP is not the economy. Everything changed today with our tariffs and Donald Trump, and we're smashing the market. But this live stream, this video is all about XRP. Are you ready? Don't be frustrated. Don't be this guy at home in your pants and your t-shirt, screaming and shouting at the telly going, I don't know what's going on. Do the numbers, do the facts, and if you do, you can go all the way, I know you like it, to the moon. I don't like that one really, it's a bit silly, but there you go. What you're going to focus on is what's going up and why it's going up and why I'm up 11 grand today, beating the market again. And remember what's going down and why it's going down. Let's talk about XRP. Let's break it down for you for a big story. But before I do, make sure you tap the like button and consider subscribing. And why? It only takes a second, but you know why? Because the little fellas, they love it. Oh, the little fellas. There they are, the little fellas. They're saying, go on, tap the like button. Give us a bit of love. Martin's doing a good show. He's live all the time. Let's go into it. This is our big story of the day. We're talking about XRP, Deutsche Bank, and oh my gosh, did it make the rounds this morning and did everybody get it wrong? Yep, you all got it wrong. What's it all about? I'll tell you what it's all about. Here it is. Deutsche Bank is reportedly deepening its use of Ripple's infrastructure to modernize its cross-border payments and FX workflows. The trouble is, lots of people said, that's it. Deutsche Bank is buying XRP. They're not. It makes no difference to XRP. They're simply partnering with Ripple. It's why I'm trying to become an accredited investor and buy Ripple itself. Let me explain exactly why this is important and why it's not. While we are still waiting for an official joint press release, reports from German outlet Der Agentur, and I apologize for my pronunciation, from German outlet Der Agentur, suggest the bank is taking a lead role in Swift's new blockchain based on Ledger alongside 40 other institutions. Not just XRP. They're not buying XRP. They don't own XRP. They don't love XRP. They're a German bank. They couldn't care less. They just want to make more money for their shareholders and be more efficient in doing so. But it's still good for us. The goal is to replace slow, multi-day settlement with near instant transfers. This is what we like about XRP. This is why we buy XRP for this. But remember, XRP doesn't necessarily make money just because someone adopts Ripple. But we know Brad Garlinghouse is all over it, even though he's a bit rubbish recently. The goal is to replace slow, multi-day settlement with near instant transfers. Industry estimates suggest these distributed ledger rails can slash operational costs by about a third. That's what Deutsche Bank are interested in, saving money for their shareholders and being more efficient. Why? To pay themselves more bonuses. It's got nothing to do with joining a fan club with XRP. It's mainly by removing the need for manual reconciliation between banks. It takes time to be able to reconcile these transactions. However, you don't need crypto to do that. I've been sending money, ask my team, to the UK and all around the world instantly for free for ages. It costs me nothing. I use TransferWise. It's an app that uses some kind of crypto swapping technology. Been around forever. You don't have to have XRP to do that. Even though I've got 100 grand of XRP, I'm also a realist and know what I own. That's why I don't get afraid when it goes down. It's a significant play for Germany's largest bank, positioning it at the forefront of the technological shift in global finance. This move serves as a massive validation for the Ripple ecosystem and its ability to handle Tier 1 bank requirements. This is what it's all about. We like all this stuff, but again, indirectly, it doesn't make money for XRP. You need to be careful. It's a great story. We covered it in our newsletter this morning, but understand what it is and what it isn't. Let's carry on. So it serves as a great tier one bank requirements for retail investors. Seeing a giant like Deutsche Bank adopt this and integrate this tech signals that the old guard is finally ready to embrace the efficiency of decentralized rails. It does. All of that is great. While the bank is currently focused on the software and messaging side, the integration into such a massive global payment footprint creates a clear path for broader digital asset utility. This is all great, and we love all this. It shows that blockchain is no longer just an experiment. It's about becoming the core plumbing for the world's most important financial institutions. We love it. What did Sensei have to say on this? Because he was the one who brought me XRP all those years ago. Sensei said to me on our little internal group, he said, we should wait for formal validation of the specific terms. Exactly. Doesn't mean we should all rush out and buy XRP on the pump like it's doing today. I bought it at 116 and sold it at 140, and I keep making money. Someone got criticized yesterday for selling Bitcoin at $40,000. What the idiots who reported that story didn't say was when they sold, people forgot to mention they bought it for $2 and had hundreds of Bitcoin. I mean, just think about that. Anyway. So if confirmed that Deutsche Bank is doing this, it could be the first major global bank to fully adopt this tech at scale. But it doesn't necessarily mean that XRP is suddenly going to go to the moon. So there we go. There's my XRP update for you this morning. It's great. I'm buying it. I own XRP. I've got 62 grand. I've got a lot of crypto. I've got currently $102,000 of crypto, but that's not where my money is being made today. Oh no, Not even close. It's the AI play with Google. That's it from me. Stay with me if you're watching me live. I'm not really ending the show. We're going to go to live Q&A, phone-ins, onboard more people on Discord, where all my trades sit. 90% discount if you want Discord. All the links are below. I share all my trades with you. I share my real bank balance. I share everything with you. Live one-on-one support. A great community of investors. No AI, no bots, just real good, solid people. A fantastic community. We're backed by, of course, the silver play button with the verification tick and another little thing I got this morning I wanted to share with you. You might like this. A lot of people are trying to mess around with the algorithm, mess around with XRP, make up stories. So what did I do? I brought out a hat. Faff around and find out. So if you faff around and make up nonsense, we have got our very own cap, t-shirt, hoodies, the lot. It's all in our shop. There you go, the Lucasades. Look at that, folks. Boom, the Lucasades. Faff around and find out. Can you see that on the front there? Look, Lucasades with the official logo on the back. They've all sold out. These are back on sale tomorrow over the weekend. There'll only be a small supply. So if you want our faff around and find out merchandise, you can get it from the shop on Saturday. It goes live on Saturday around about midday. There'll be a very small supply, hats, t-shirts and hoodies, and they'll sell out within minutes. Look out for that link. Stay right where you are. This is the shop, by the way, martynlucasshop.com. And they'll go live tomorrow and they'll sell out within the first minute. That's what happens every time. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Stay where you are if you're watching live. Over here and over here, I'll put links to the shop and other great stuff and Discord and all the rest of it. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, we are back. Lovely to be back with you. My portfolio is now over $11,000. Oh, it's not selling yet, is it? No. Google is gaining confidence and it could go up 20% in one single day because it should be at 375 right now. Right now, that's where it should be. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go to the phone lines and we're going to invite people to call in. You can be live on the show. Here is the link. If you'd like to be on the show, you can call in. Live phone in. There you go. If you'd like to call in and be part of it, there is the live phone in. You need to be a member. We don't want idiots and clowns to call in and lark about. It's only a couple of bucks to be a member. You can watch for free, listen for free. Everyone can engage. We answer everyone's questions. But if you want to take part in the show, just to avoid nonsense, we have to have memberships only. But of course, only a couple of bucks. Anyone can join for a couple of bucks. And if you can't afford $2, how the hell do you even turn on your iPad and plug it into the internet? We've made it as inexpensive as is humanly possible. So if you'd like to call in, if not, I'm going to go have my lunch and prepare to make some more money in Discord. I'm going to go Discord in a moment. There'll be a Discord onboarding event, live one-on-one support. There is the like button. There is the subscribe if you've not done that already. Shall we have a quick look and see if we've gained some subscribers today? Let's see on our road to 1 million subscribers. We're doubling our rate of growth every single month. Are we up or are we down? I don't know. I'm going to click on it and find out. Here we go. 1117. Oh, 111802. We're about to hit 112,000 subscribers. If you'd like to tap on the subscribe button and be part of it, thank you so much for being part of this. We are doubling our rate of growth every month. 2,000 YouTube members and coming up to 800 members on Discord. It's incredible. 98% of our live viewers are members, higher than any other channel engagement rate in the world. Awesome. Okay. So, and nobody wants to call in. All right. That's a okie dokie. No problem at all. Thanks for sharing the trade. So let me set up now in Discord our onboarding event where we're going to go one-on-one. So the time now is 10 to 11 Central. Just gained another subscriber. That's another one, 803, lovely. What we're going to do is I'm going to have some breakfast. So I'm going to do our one-on-one and my trades, where I'm going to trim Google, where I'm going to trim XRP, live with you, one-on-one, answering all questions. We don't record it. It's private. It's secure. Only members, only paid members. We're going to do it in 35 minutes, 40 minutes, half past the hour. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into Discord. I'm going to create an event. I'm going to create an event in Discord. It's going to be in the stage channels. It's going to be in the all event because we have standard members and pro members, but I'm going to share everything with everyone until the end of the month. At the end of the month, only pro get the 2 shows a day. All right. But at the moment, there's lots of people transitioning. So we want to make sure everybody gets the information if they want it. If you want all this one-on-one service live every day. So stage channel, event stage. Yes. Got to make sure I do it properly. I'm literally creating the event. In fact, I'll show you what I'm doing. So, okay. When to sell XRP and Goog. Okay, I goof there for a minute. February the 20th. It'll be half past the hour. So let's go 11:30 a.m., which is in 40 minutes. Do not repeat. No, it's just a one-off. Okay, there you go. Description. Upload a cover image. I'm going to use what we just did here. I'm still standing with Sir Elton John and the best trade ever with Donald Trump. Yeah, he's not upset today. He'll tell you he is, but he's making money as he always does. Let me click apply to that. There we go. Next. And here's a preview of your event. There we go. Create the event. Starts in 39 minutes. Copy link. Copy link. Let me drop it into pro traders at everyone. So we can drop that in there. Whoops. What did I do there? That's there, and in the Lucasade chat as well. Standard members there at everyone. And drop that in there. Okay, so there is the event. You can see there is the event. And there's already 6 people waiting in the first 8 people waiting. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Is this the most engaged Discord server you've ever seen on Earth? I posted that. And there's 15 people, 16, waiting live in the event to start. These are paid members who love our service, who want to be part of it, who are active Lucasade Discordians. Look at it going up. 18, 19, 20, waiting for the event. They're always winning. They're beating the market. They're part of a real community with no AI, no bots, no nonsense. Real people making money, and we love it, and we take that very seriously, and we're very proud of that. 23. In the first 24. Look at that. That's live waiting for the event. So I've got to get off because all of my team are waiting for a major event. I will onboard everybody that's joined Discord and kick those out that haven't chose their membership because you've had time to do it. If you don't want it, we will kick you out right now. We're not messing around. There's zero tolerance for fools and buffoons. So there you go. If you want to join, there's Discord and there's Electrum. YouTube Electrum provides 2 shows a week. We had one yesterday where we gave you a stock analysis for free. We do that and we share the trades 24/7. It's a separate service from Discord. Some people, 33 waiting lists. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Okay, nobody wanted to call in. That's okay. So let me shut that down. I'll give everybody the link for the newsletter as well. There is the newsletter. I'm out of here. I've got to go. I'm on stage in Discord in 35 minutes, but I'm now going to go and have some breakfast. It's been an incredible day. I want to thank Sensei for bringing us the award-winning newsletter again today. And what an awesome day. Up $11,500. That's what buying with conviction means. So we've now got $296,000, 297. But remember, folks, I've got a lot more shares at a lot lower prices. So the 312 that we reached a few days ago will straight to 400,000. Will be $1 million by the end of the decade. I don't have to do anything. I just have to stay right where I am. And that's all I've got to do. Okay. That's it from me. 11.5 grand. It just keeps on going up. So I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate today all the Lucasades and all the Discordians. We've just hit another new milestone. So as I leave you, as I say goodbye to you, I want everyone to celebrate. Are you ready? Let's celebrate with a few things that we've achieved in the last few weeks. It's incredible. First of all, 111,803 subscribers. Just think of that. That's more than fills Wembley Stadium. Watch us. Regularly watch us. Thank you so much for entrusting us with your support every day. 2,000 YouTube members. Over 700 now, on the way to 800 Discordians. Guys, we're always winning. Remember, it's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. I want to thank you all. I'll join you on Discord in just over half an hour. Until then, remember, we're always still standing. We're not going anywhere. All the way to 1 billion. My team is the best. Sensei, Vaz, Casey, Rob, William, and more joining every day. I hope to take on maybe 20, 30 staff full-time as we go on. So thank you for being part of it. So one final time, smash the like button, enjoy the music, because tonight, of course, at 4 p.m. Central Time, live on our show on the music channel, we're going to be, the link's on the homepage of this one. It's our Friday night concert. And tonight, Layla, a 7-year-old little girl, is going to come on our show. And mum and dad are bringing her on because she's going to have a special song sung for her tonight. It's going to be wonderful. Join us for that. For Layla and John and Crystal joining us from Milton Keynes tonight on the music channel. The link is on the homepage of this one. We're about to hit $12,000. I promised you a 20 grand day today. Well, could happen, couldn't it? That's it from me. Enjoy the music. Get ready for a party tonight. I'm still standing. I'm the World Piano Man. This is entertainment. You've had a good time. Plus, you made tons of money. Ta-ra.
Here we go with Elton John's I'm Still Standing.
Oh, $12,000 just keeps on running. Join me live now on Extra. It's pinned to the top. Oh, I didn't pin it to the top. I didn't pin it to the top. I didn't pin it to the top. There it is, live now on Extra. Now I'll pin it to the top. See me right there. I'll see you on Discord in half an hour. I'll onboard everybody. 12 grand just keeps on running. Buy with conviction. Get the information. Get it from the top. Share it openly and honestly. Share it amongst the world. Live in front of everyone. I love it. Discordians, Lucasades, see you on the next one. Ta-ra.